Now, here is the biggest mistake that we want you to avoid. It is not choosing a niche to serve. It's having a general corporate landing page where we're trying to do, hey, we can do anything for anybody. If you're a company, well, boy, can we serve you. Hi there, Kelsey Toner here, founder of Guest Focus, where every day myself and our team of tour business coaches are helping you build a thriving, profitable tour business, keeping our guests at the heart of everything that we do. In today's video, we're going to be looking at 8 profitable niches within the corporate market and why it's so important to choose one. Tapping into the corporate market can be a really lucrative opportunity for many tour businesses out there, especially if they're looking to drive growth. This is not only because we typically have higher profit margins with corporate experiences, but they tend to balance out some of the seasonal demand that we see with travelers and tourists. We also have this incredible opportunity for long-term relationships and repeat business, and it's a great way to diversify your revenue and make your tour business more resilient. However, when we're thinking about a term like corporate tours, keep in mind this is really a grab bag term for a lot of really diverse and different products, offers, and services. For example, a team building experiences is a lot different than incentive travel, which is a lot different than client entertainment and engagement. That's why in this video, we're gonna look at 8 different profitable corporate tour niches. We're gonna educate you on how they work and try and give you some criteria for figuring out if they make sense for you and your tour business. Let's dive in. Our first niche is team building tours. Now, these are great because companies of all sizes, small and large, are looking for ways to build cohesion and have corporate offsites where they can instill company values and, especially in the age of remote work, bring their teams together. Let's look at a quick example. So notice here how Go Ape Aerial and Adventure Park has a specific landing page for corporate team building activities. Now the emphasis here is on challenging those teams and having them overcome some obstacles together and have a shared corporate experience. Some additional considerations for that repeat business, you may need to have a diversity of activities to lure that company back in again. Secondly, you have to really have a look at your experiences and see if they lend themselves to some of these team building challenges, or perhaps would be better suited to our next niche. Our second niche is for seasonal or milestone celebrations. Think here of those corporate year-end parties, or maybe you're getting everybody together around a holiday, or possibly even an important company milestone. Now, these can be larger in size if the whole company is getting together, but it doesn't have to be. You see here the emphasis is more on celebration and socialization than necessarily a team building challenge. One of our own tour business coaches, Avital with Avital Tours, has a great corporate lineup that really gives companies a range of opportunities to do private food tours instead of just going out to a restaurant like they may do every year or every season. She also has some creative activities around hands-on happy hours where your group can get behind the bar and actually make some cocktails together. Our third niche is client entertainment and engagement. Now here, you're helping companies actually wine and dine VIP clients or visitors and really helping build the relationship. But companies don't necessarily specialize in how to create great experiences for people. That's where folks like Heather and her company Spark Experiences comes in. Heather has high-end luxury Tesla tours of San Francisco and the Wine Valley and some of the incredible destinations around the city. And she's able to do private group sightseeing, client engagement for companies in the Bay Area. So you'll notice that Heather is going for a very high-end and luxury feel in her marketing and messaging. And that's important, especially when we're talking about this client engagement and entertainment, because you are going to be reflecting the brand that ultimately hires you. And so this, I would say, this niche is particularly suited to those who are working at the higher end of the market and smaller group tours. Our next niche is reward and recognition tours. This is where a company may want to purchase a tour, activity, or experience for particular individuals who work at their company. This can be for recognizing hard work or rewarding them for a particularly successful season. I think companies like Blueboard do a really great job of hitting home the value proposition for companies. How you can reward your employees with quality time, not stuff. Experiences have proven the greatest long-term impact on well-being, engagement, and retention. And you can see here that they have experiential rewards for every kind of employee and all kinds of different activities. Our fifth corporate niche is incentive travel. Now this is when tours and activities are designed more as a motivational tool. They are sometimes rewards that are given based on specific objectives. So a great example might be a holiday, all expenses paid in a luxury destination for the highest performing sales rep, or for the leadership team if they are able to hit their key performance indicators. There is a large and established industry that serves incentive travel offerings to some of the largest, most established companies on the planet. ITA Group is a great example of a company that helps those corporations build incentive travel. I love Virgin Incentives for inspiration on some of the statistics on how your employees will actually perform better with a meaningful and exciting reward to motivate them. Our next niche is meetings, events, and conferences. This is where you organize tours and create offers in alignment with specific events, specific industry conferences, trade shows, or other meetings. And depending on your destination or region, this might be a massive opportunity where you have lots and lots of these events taking place over the course of any given year. Now, you can have small tour and activities that might be catered to some of the VIPs who might be attending that event, but typically here, these conferences and events are looking for larger group activities that they can do before and after their meetings. There's no better example than Andy and his team down at Austin Eats Food Tours and how they were able to transform their food tours by working with their vendors in a number of venues into some large group activities that work perfectly with the bustling conference meetings and events that go on down in Austin, Texas. He was able to have corporate tours grow to be not only the majority of his revenue, but the majority of his profit. And with some clever use of leasing vehicles and buses, Andy can accommodate groups up to 200 or 300 people at a time while still providing a really incredible experience of the beautiful food, barbecue, and great eats they've got going on in Austin. Some important considerations for this niche are, of course, your destination. Are there meetings, conferences happening with sufficient volume to make sure that this would be worth your while? It's also really important to work with your local Visitors and Conventions Bureau to find out what type of events are happening and when. Our seventh niche is educational tours. Now, these are tours, activities, and experiences that are focused on education, training, and professional development. There are some niches like student tours where, of course, we're focused on that younger educational market. But here I want you to think about many companies and organizations who have budgets for continuing education or professional development. And there are companies that serve those niches in incredible destinations around the world. Let's take a look at a couple examples. One of the members of our coaching program, Ariane, helps run Medtrex International. And Medtrex focuses on adventures and medical education in incredible corners of the world. That CME, or continuing medical education, is something that many doctors and registered nurses and many people in the medical field have a budget for. And they can apply that credit to going on adventures and doing intercultural exchanges while at the same time doing the training. What a great value proposition to get out of your local conference hall or Hilton and get into a much more incredible venue for education and adventure. And of course, the behemoth in this space is EF, or Education First, where they open the world through education and travel. Whether that's academic study, educational travel, cultural exchange, EF has been a pioneer in the space for many years. And the final niche to consider is the retreat space, both for teams or potentially even executives. Now, these are in-person gatherings that are often happening in wonderful destinations where it's all about face-to-face contact, bringing the team together. In this day and age, we've got more and more of remote workers or blended teams. So this space is one that is growing rapidly. We see this often for executives who are looking to go and potentially have a sort of leadership and growth opportunity, sometimes even masterminding, where you're getting together with other business leaders or thought leaders. So this is often in that multi-day space, because if you're going all that way, there's a good chance you're going to want to hang out and do some incredible experiences while you are there. However, if you are in a destination like this, there's a good chance that you could tie in to the local accommodation provider who's hosting these retreats. For inspiration, you can check out a company like Surf Office that helps companies and business leaders connect with accommodation providers as well as operators who can offer work retreats, team building retreats, leadership retreats, and more. And you can see here on their website, they have all kinds of destinations around the world. We could also have a look at a much smaller example, a Trout Point Lodge of Nova Scotia, where they offer corporate retreats, allow you to get back into nature, do some fishing, and bring that team together. So as you can see, choosing a corporate niche depends on a lot of factors, but hopefully this has been inspirational for you. If you'd like a summary of all of these corporate niche options and some of their pros and cons and considerations before choosing that niche, well, we've put together a handy guide for you. You can go to guestfocus.com/ corporate, and you can grab a copy for yourself. Now, here is the biggest mistake that we want you to avoid. It is not choosing a niche to serve. It's having a general corporate landing page where we're trying to do, hey, we can do anything for anybody. If you're a company, well, boy, can we serve you. This violates this so essential tenet of the guest focus formula, which is we have to choose an ideal target guest or ideal target client. And this applies so much to this corporate space. You need to choose one of these niches so that when you go to design that tour, you're going to be able to optimize it around that particular value proposition. And as you've seen, that's going to look totally different depending on which of these niches you choose to serve. As well, your landing page, your corporate menu, your corporate sales funnel, all of this is going to be heavily tuned to your ideal target guest and the particular niche within the corporate market that you're looking to serve. This is what makes all the difference. If and when it makes sense, jumping into the corporate market as a tour business can offer you a stable, highly profitable, and reoccurring opportunity to generate revenue and profit. It's part of the reason why we have put together a Sell More Corporate Tours bootcamp that we're offering exclusively inside of our Guest Focus coaching program. Our team of experienced tour business coaches, many of whom have made millions of dollars in corporate sales, have put together a step-by-step system to consistently attract and close high-paying corporate clients. In this training, we've put together tools, templates, best practices, and even swipe copy and done for you scripts that you can leverage for your particular corporate niche. We're going to show you what an effective corporate menu looks like, how to have an efficient sales funnel designed for your corporate clients, and a playbook of outreach strategies to help you close more deals and get the attention of your ideal clients. If you're interested in this training on corporate tours and you feel like there's potential for you and your business, I'm going to give a personal invitation to book a call with one of our tour business coaches at guestfocus.com/book a call. We'd love to meet you, and we can help you explore which of these corporate niches might best make sense for your tour and activity business. Thanks so much for being here. I hope you got some value from this video. It would mean the world to me if you liked it, subscribed it, shared, do all those sorts of things. That is how we get the word out about what we're doing here. Thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you in the next video.